How are you, Julio? How are you, Lightning? Yeah, it is. It's a step up. That's for sure. You really have to improve your game to get through.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Do you have the riot pistol? Excuse me. Yeah, I've done it without weapons too. If you have the riot pistol, it makes it a lot easier. But the grade 7 stun shotgun should be enough. If you don't have that, you can use a combination of stun grenades, sleep grenades, and actually what works for me is the active decoys. You throw them at their feet, activate them, and they'll knock them out. So I'll do one round to show you guys. That's it, because I don't have any desire to do that event. Only on my alternate. I actually stayed off FOBs for a specific reason. I had a stack of S++ females in my online brig, and I wanted to keep them. So, how are you, Hardy? Good to see you, man. Happy New Year. I had collected some off this guy who has modified his staff, and I had hit his R&D platform before, but I hit his combat platform, and I have a couple of S++ combat females with ponytails, so I wanted to keep them. I didn't want to risk doing any indirects or anything like that, so I stayed off the grid, as it were. Excuse me. So. I've done Bad Dragons quite a bit. And yeah, well, you have to, in order to do intel, you have to go on the connecting bridge between the last intel platform and the command platform, back up, and then hit the UAV from down there. But as always, when I do intel, I use Snake. I don't waste my time with non-Snake characters on intel. That stun arm is just too good. No more.
Infiltration successful.
Sorry about that. And a volunteer. That works. Of course, having gone a couple days without FOBs, I'm kind of lagging behind. But that's fine. Well, we'll do two events, and that'll be what I'll show you how I do it. Okay. Let me just get rid of D-Dog. I don't like to hear his paws scratching on the deck of the helicopter. I'm picky like that. Okay. Yeah, these are the females that I was able to steal. So I wanted to keep them. Not too bad. And two of them have ponytails, so that's a plus in my book. Why? Why are you doing this to me? I hate it when they do this. In favor of something else. I don't need missile guys. I'll have to collect 3 more females later on. Because that just doesn't cut it. I don't know why they ejected my staff. Okay, bound dragons. Okay, neutralize 3 security guards. Fulton 3 security guards. Neutralized 9 security guards. Shot the weak point of a UAV at a range of 60 meters or more. Infiltration successful. Infiltration successful. No kills, no alerts. Infiltration successful. Staff rank bonus 1.01 or higher. Infiltration successful within 480 seconds. So, I haven't started it yet. Now, they had the riot pistol blueprint on the last event. I mentioned that on a stream. I'm going to do one with the riot pistol and one without. Okay. And I always do R&D. I don't mess around with the other platforms. Okay, so let's see what we can pull up here. Okay, I use my regular female and grade 7 stun shotgun, the grade 5 non-lethal rifle for shooting the weak point. I don't use a lethal weapon on UAVs in this event. The non-lethal does enough. Riot pistol, grade 7. You don't need any more than that. I don't care what anybody tells you, you just don't. Okay. Smoke grenades, always. Sleep grenades, grade 5. Okay. Active decoys. And then regular decoys as a backup. We're going to use these as weapons against the guards. It's funny how it works. Okay, items, night vision. I use the water resistant box. You can use a smoke box if you want, but it doesn't really matter. You're not going to be doing a lot of box work. Grade 5. Okay, 101,000. Change. How are you, Locos? Good to see you, man. Happy New Year. Okay. What's up, Jay? Good to see you, man. Good to see everybody tonight. Okay, 2.0 stat bonus. And so 97,600. 4 Helma, 2 Digitalis Lutea, 26 Digitalis Purpurea, 10 African Peach, 32 Golden Crescent, 116 Wormwood, 189 Precious Metals, 200 Common Metal, 690 Biological, and 630 Fuel. We're going to make almost all of that back by doing R&D. You can do medical as well to get your other plants back. You don't need any more than this. So, 0600.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Well, it can be intimidating, yes. It can be. But
Be careful down there, boss.
there's a trick to it. So you run up the stairs and dive.
Roger that.
seat.
You gotta extract him.
Okay. So off we go. And mark that UAV. It's going to come in handy later. This is the South Pacific layout for R&D. See this. So mark that guy. Okay. Active decoy. So that's they're like little balloon tombstones. Ooh, lucky. Lucky. Yeah. Yeah. There's always an element of luck. Always. That's all there is to it. Of course, when you're free of the time penalty, you can collect the containers. There's a lot of resources to steal on this event. So you shoot and you move. Normally I do, yes. Yeah, that's it. I didn't bring stun grenades like I normally do. It's not really necessary. So we know where the UAV is and we're not going to worry about it. It's part of the marking process and makes it easier for you to get through. Okay, that guy's coming up, but we got a shotgun, so that's the equalizer. Lucky. I got lucky. There you go.
Infiltration successful.
That's all there is to it. It's not... There's not a lot to it other than that. The shotgun did most of the work. I had some luck, yes. But the shotgun does, you know, most... I used everything, almost everything in my arsenal for that. So, it works. Now sometimes you'll get the so we got the full bonus. Now let's run it again. You get the full bonus the first time, and then less the second time. So but your shotgun, now I didn't mention this before, but my shotgun is customized with the grade 2 suppressor. Transportation specialist, troublemaker. I've done it with decoys on this very channel. I've done it with decoys only, so I can do that. Now, for this event, I actually use support unit, Creeping Buzzard, because she has a great she has three qualities that I find very useful. The first one is she has the S++ in support, which means she's a super fast Fulton extractor. S+ in intel, so her marking is fast, and 1.90 staff bonus rating. So that's a huge edge. So we'll use her instead. Okay. 600. Always. Never fight at night.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them.
And of course she has a ponytail.
Meeting the new recruits, boss.
So it's always a plus for me. Sorry a bit.
Be careful down there, boss.
Okay.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Hey John, how are you? Happy New Year, man.
He's coming
I don't
too.
have to
Roger
deal
that.
with all the guards on this platform. That's a mistake a lot of people make. I don't do it. It's not necessary.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to
We're
us.
going to call in and activate a soft alert, but we don't care.
CB, this is 06. Something we're looking into here. Please advise. Over. This is CB. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
Get yourself some rest. Relax. Another day in the books. So we got 3 on the first, 2 on the second. I just marked him just in case. Now, I have done this a certain way in the past. So I shot the weak point of the UAV. I actually used Snake and the grade 10 battle dress and the Molotov rifle, and that thing was able to kill them in one shot.
CP, this is Delta 3. Search complete. No sign of officers. Over. This is CP. Understood. Don't let him get the drop on you. Out. Hey.
Well, you have to do events to get free staff. So I got good at it. Now this guy's looking at me, so he's gonna run and give up his spot. Oops. But that's... Oh, that works. We know where the UAV is, so we don't have to worry. This is the exact same route that I take on normal R&D bases, because it works. Okay. Okay, now we got a problem. No more suppressor. Problem solved.
Infiltration successful.
So pick your shots. You don't have to hit everybody. And you're good to go. Again, since it's a shotgun and riot pistol, I stick mostly to R&D because my costs are covered. So that's how I do it. Very patient. I don't need to kill everybody or knock everybody out. Just shoot and scoot. So the other platforms are just the same. There's no difference between R&D and the others. How are you? Good to see you. Bunch of junk staff I'm not even going to use. Okay. Resources. Well, I got my 100th and 1000th victories in Bound Dragons. So here I am, 2 years later, closing in on 15,000, and come back to this guy is somebody's alternate account. I don't know who he is, but I ran into him the other day, and he killed all the staff and the usual nonsense that killers do. So very polished in his movements. I don't know who it was. How are you, Ashley? Good to see you. Yes, you are. Got grade 10 equipment already.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Yeah, new players don't play like that.
Be careful down there, boss.
I mean, as soon as he got to mission 22, he was on the move. But then again, I've never been a big fan of hitting high-level bases anyways. He does, so more power to him. You know, it's never been about the count, you know. I've got a lot more infiltrations than most people. But I've also achieved all of my goals in my own way. So I did it my way, and he does it his way, and whatever works for him is whatever works for him.
Hey.
That's for horses. Now, on my alternate account, I can say that I've had some really good success with just this basic loadout that I have here. This is all I have for my alternate. I don't have the grade 8 or higher riot pistol or grade 8 shotgun or none of that. I don't have any extra goodies on that account. Just the, you know. And then I've been able to crack some pretty good 60 plus bases using only the riot pistol. So there's something to be said for some of my methods. I mean, I've got about 1,100 victories on that thing, and I don't play it as much as I like, or as I used to. And at this point in time, I'm only doing it for events. So when I was going hard at it, I was being a phantom on bases left and right, and it worked for me. So you know, it's nice to pipe better. It's nice to be able to do that without the blessing / curse of being Anakin Skywalker. So I had a guy steal 43 of my S-rank staff one day, and I went in and pulled no traces on his base, got them all back. He sent me a message saying, "How did you do that?" I didn't reply to him.
Successful.
So of course it's double resource week, so I'm just doing it for the points at this point. I don't need resources. I definitely don't need staff, so it's all for fun. Once I break that 15,000 barrier, though, I'm gonna slow down some. I still have that newbie player FOB school to do. That will probably be later this week or this weekend. I don't know for sure. My plans were all up in the air, so. How many I have? 991. Well, that's what they're there for you to look up anytime you want. I made a playlist and you guys can enjoy it whenever you want. The purpose is to educate, and hopefully you can draw some inspiration from it, like I did. Okay. You also can defend your own base.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss. All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
I've gotten to the point now where I only use my two females, this one and the one with the ponytail. They have the face or the voice I like and the skill set I like. I have 3 other females with ponytails, and they don't have the voice, and I need the voice, so I've put them in the retirement home. I don't use them very often. It just sounds better for me when I use my females with my favorite voice.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
But it just messes up my timing. I mean, I'm hardwired for some aspects of this business. So learning how to dolphin dive kind of put a crimp in those plans. But of course, I've learned that dolphin diving on the third and fourth platforms is beneficial in the sense that I'm faster than the UAV, so I can get up to where I need to go without having to wait, generally speaking. So I'm ahead of the game. Again, it's the same route that I use on Bound Dragons. 98, I would say 98 times out of 100, this route works. There's a couple guys who like to troll and put mines here, and I'll run right into them. That's why I say 98 out of 100. So, I'm just too impatient for. If I can do this.
CP, this is Delta 2. There was an explosion. Damage unknown. Over. This is C. Understood. It could be an enemy attack. All units.
I'm not gonna worry about it.
Infiltration successful.
Girls. Never thought I would have girls like that. I got lucky. That guy has modified his staff and ooh. Do I want it? Do I really want it? One extra camera. Only because it's mid-range. How are you, Steven? Good to see you. Okay. Yeah, my two girls have the same, more or less the same skill sets. Same voices. And that's what works for me.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
combat platforms.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
A little bit of luck. A little bit of luck.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Now, of course, on long-range platforms, there's a guard right up there that stares right down the bridge. Very difficult to deal with. So, but then again, I'm not shooting people in the face on long range. Try and sneak by everybody. I don't mind firing on you, opponents.
CP, this is Zulu 7. No sign of the enemy. We're calling off the search. Over. This is CP. Understood. Stay alert. Don't let them get the drop on you. Out.
Maybe.
All units. Special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
No camera anywhere up here? Thanks, Fox Engine. Is that up there? That's where it is. It's our friend.
CP, this is Zulu 2. Threat detected. Going on alert. Over. This is CP. Understood. Don't let your guard down. Out.
Of course, during double resource week, I should use the grade 7s, but I won't.
CP, this
What
is
are you
Zulu
looking at me
7.
for?
I'm seeing smoke. There may be enemies in the area. Over.
Breathe deeply.
This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
Oh, really? Clowns approaching.
Man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out. CP, this is Zulu 2. Seeing smoke. Hostile enemy attack.
Ah, crap. Shitty angle. That's crap. Garbage. Garbage.
Infiltration failed.
Shitty angle.
Right. Try a little harder next time.
Okay. Oh, really? Okay, fine. That's a bunch of bunk. First time. First time attack. Okay, medals. Get rid of these guys first. Okay. We're going to go left to right. The star medal is the Medal of Honor, which you get from landing the killing blow in an FOB defense. That's the only way to earn that medal. It's not easy. I've been fortunate enough to have a few staff with this medal, and it's not easy to earn, especially against some high-level players too. The medal in the middle The cross is the service cross. You can get this through mission 22. You can get it through missions. Missions 17 and 27. Your intel team will get medals, the service cross medal, through mission 27 and mission 17. So you save the prisoners in each mission, and your intel staff will gain a service cross. Through mission 22, you can cycle your entire staff through the R&D unit and give your staff the service cross, 6 at a time. So that's the second medal. The third medal is the most common. That is the Distinguished Service Medal, and you can get that in several ways. You can get that through 3 FOB invasions of any kind. You can do empty security challenge bases. You can do FOB events. You can attack other people. Doesn't matter as long as you finish 3 FOB missions. You can get it through single player by getting 3 S rank main missions, single player missions, or you can do 5 A rank single player missions. So let's say you want to use a stealth camo or your high grade battle dress or whatever. You can, if you do 5 missions, then you get the Distinguished Service Medal. So from left to right, it's Medal of Honor, Service Cross, Distinguished Service Medal. So now the girls I just picked up, they are this is an anomaly. Okay, the guy I got these from somehow was able to manipulate his staff in some weird way, because it is impossible to have a S++ combat female. It's through normal means. Okay, you can have S+, and S+ females occur naturally in the game. Flaming Buffalo, for example, she's an S+ combat staff member. But if you give her 2 medals, she doesn't go up to S++. It doesn't work that way. Okay. The other issue with this screen is that female staff are not eligible for the Service Cross in any way. You can put all females in your R&D team, and they're not going to receive a medal. There's just no normal way to do that. And of course, you can get a Medal of Honor by doing FOB defense. You can get a Distinguished Service Cross, just Distinguished Service Medal by doing 3 missions of any kind, FOBs or 3 S-rank single players. So the Distinguished Service Medal is fine. A female with a Service Cross is an edit somehow. That's just it. That's just how it is. Females don't get Service Crosses. So okay. Where's name? And there are S+ rank females. Creeping Buzzard is one. Glacier Mongoose in Intel is one. They get they are natural S++ staff, but they're not combat S++ staff. It's a big difference.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Now, Locust, the reason I jump in the ocean is because normally, in my experience, it's preferable to getting killed by the guards. If I quit, it's essentially, I wouldn't say it's quitting, but the mission is over and I'm not gonna pursue it any further, so I'll just put an end to it. That's how I think of it. Just jump in the ocean. Unfortunately, in that guy's case, I was able to, I wasn't able to finish in time, and I got a revenge. He got a revenge wormhole on me. Now, since I didn't do any damage to him, that wormhole shouldn't last that long, but we'll see. Yeah, if he wants to attack me repeatedly and kill my staff and all that, then I'm gonna go at him. You know, I generally don't like to be vindictive, but you know, we'll see what he does. If he wants to close the hole and get one run in, and that's fine, more power to him. He earned it fair and square, you know. He got a free wormhole on me. Of course, his supporters can have their fun with me too. So that's the risk you run when you do other people's bases. What is this? Okay, I'm not gonna turn the power off. If those were E guards, I would have taken them out. Or taken out the power, anyways. Oh, good. I was gonna say, don't you dare fall in the ocean.
CP, this is Zulu 1. I can see smoke. Possible enemy sabotage. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
All fire teams, this is CP.
Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. CP, this is Delta 9. Our unit's under attack. Hostile. Over. This is CP. Understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out.
Infiltration successful.
$993. Got some plants. It's a real shame that it only goes up to 36,000 for plants. It's a bunch of nonsense, considering you have 1.5 million for metal resources. In fact, Steven, I'm actually considering doing a stream where I show people how I do Mission 22. I'm thinking about it. 36. Well, junk staff. I don't need anybody. I mean, even doing high-level bases is problematic because, you know, I don't need those S++ guys. I don't see why not. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. It'd be kind of weird to have riot suits on FOBs. But as always, there's a grade 12 wormhole generator. It's the first grade 12 item that we have. Usually, they come up with a counter for some high grade equipment. The one thing that I want is a
Successfully sneak your way into
shotgun.
the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
That can deal with grade 10 and 11 armor in one shot. Because the grade 8 does up to grade 9 armor in one shot. So it's somewhat of an equalizer. But they haven't come out with anything. They don't have a grade 9 shotgun. You know, if anything, maybe they'll do it as a grade 10. So they'll skip a grade. So I would like that. I personally would like that myself. There was in extreme physics. I mean, to go on a grade 10 or 11 base with a shotgun would be a real plus for me. I would like that. Gotcha. But grade 12 armor is so far hasn't been output yet. So we don't know. I mean, it's bad enough that the requirements for the grade 11 sleep UAV and the grade 12 wormhole generator require level 160. Oh shit. Man. That's enough. So you have to whoa! What is it? Oh, man, really? What a bunch of crap.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
That's a bunch of bunk. Of course, the other thing about the grade 12 is it's expensive to use, both in resources and GMP. It costs like 5,000 precious metal units of precious metal per deployment. Clean this stuff out. For 5 lives. 5290. So that's 2 R&D missions and 1 support mission at a minimum to replace what you lose per defense or per deployment. You know, that's going to add up quite a bit. And I already have the grade 11 developed. 8960 biological, 3100, 3103 for precious metals. That's ridiculously expensive. I mean, it was bad enough that the grade 9 took up 1100 and the golden crescent, which I hated to use because I would have to do Intel platforms. The grade 10 uses common metal and minor metal, which you can more easily replenish. So there's stuff out there you can build, but it's expensive to use. No. Okay. Slim pickings. There's just not a lot of bases tonight. But as I've mentioned in FOB school, this is why you practice on platforms you're not strictly comfortable with. Because in the event that there aren't enough bases for you to attack, and there's an S++ eligible base that's, say, South Pacific, you take it. And sometimes we get lucky. It says Indian Ocean, but it's the North Pacific layout, so we can work with that.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Take your bases any way you can. Oh, crap. I just messed it up. So now it's going to get harder. Sometimes it's something so little as not rounding a corner right. Brush the sensor and you're all done. So, well, that's fine. That's fine. We can work with that. I'm no stranger to working under soft alert.
All units, special alert.
crap.
What the? Huh? What's up?
CP, this is Delta 1. Search complete. No sign of hostiles. Over. This is CP. Understood. Don't let your guard down. They could still be in the area. Out.
Shotguns under soft alert are hard to manage.
CP, this is Zulu 4. I see smoke. Could be enemy activity. Over.
Excuse me.
CP, understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
I mean, not every mission is smooth sailing.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
So you learn to dig deep into your toolbox and figure out what works and figure out what doesn't.
CP, this is Delta 9. Threat in the area. We're tightening security. Over. This is CP. Understood. Keep your eyes open. Out. CP, this is Zulu 4. Signs of enemy activity. Tightening security. Over. This is CP. Understood. Watch for anything suspicious. Out.
You know, another thing to consider for grade 15
All units.
or
Special alert.
whatever
Defend your positions.
is
Out.
that
CP, this is Delta 4.
there is,
Hostile enemy attack. Over.
you know, you can use FOB dispatch to lower your weapons or your, you know, the defense grade, but you're going to need a pretty powerful weapon to take on grade 12 battle dress or whatever, you know. So you drop it down some and there you go.
Infiltration successful.
Yeah, it can be. I'm used to it by now. I mean, this is all I've done for 2 years is, you know, invade mid-range bases. Whatever I get for volunteers, you know, goes into the hopper. I don't do high-level bases on a regular basis. And as I've seen more often than not, most high-level players carry insurance. So we're going to change it up a little. This is the Bound Dragons layout.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Just a little misdirection gets him going the wrong way. Yeah, this platform is very different when it comes to FOBs. Now Dragons is good and all, but
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out. Special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
oh man, you had to mess it up.
All fire teams, this is CP.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder.
If I had
next
used a
time.
riot pistol, I probably would have made them both. Yeah. Give me back my serval.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to
But of course,
meeting the new
those-
recruits, boss.
Those fire team guys were also on a rail. And if you started shooting at them, they would you could gun all of them down at once, because they were programmed to be that way. So it's a hit or miss proposition sometimes. Oh shit. Not helpful. So I gotta stand here like a... There we go. It was yesterday. Some guy gave me a nice blockade that expired this morning, so I was able to get my the Supergirls taken in without having to worry about the guy I got them from coming back at me because I had someone else do the honors. But again, my base is the only difference between my base and this base is I have the grade 11 battle dress and UAVs and all the goodies. I don't have any custom mines or cameras. That's on purpose. So I could put them on there, but it doesn't do anything for me. And people can crack them anyway, so I've lost the plot on that. I mean, if you're a skilled sneaker, my base is easy to crack. That's why the honey badger is such a big deal. I don't care about that. I don't care. Hurry. Oops. There we go.
Infiltration successful.
Can't do that on long range. 995. I mean, I get wormholes every so often to people. You know, I make mistakes and everything else. People are welcome to attack me if they want. I don't, you know, I don't care. I don't care anymore. That's why I have girls on my security team. It's like that for a reason. So it just doesn't bother me. Especially if I run into a killer, you know, the last guy I had who was a killer, he killed 21 of my staff, put him in the sick bay. And it took a while for all of them to come out, so. Yeah, yesterday. Number 8 player in the world. Aesthetics forever. Clowns approaching. Of course, my icon today is a reminiscent, or my version of the United States Army's 1st Cavalry Division. I had to use 2 words to make that black line in the middle.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking
How are you,
forward to
Lala?
meeting
Good to
the
see
new
you, man.
recruits, boss.
Just wanted to do something different after making my California flag for a while. That was pretty good, but I wanted to do something really different. So I looked up some emblems and did what I could to recreate that for my own purposes. I couldn't get it larger because of the shape of the shield on the bottom. The words didn't look right, but at the size that it's at, it fits. So
You there!
keep looking. I'm gonna keep walking. Clowns approaching. I mean, it's like I've said before, you can look at a base, and aside from the custom mines and cameras, you know, every base is essentially the same. At its root, they're all the same. Body armor, the UAVs, the guns they carry. So we try to not interact with the guards or use weapons against them that we know can take care of them without any problems. Now, my playstyle is predicated on using the riot pistol. Other people like to use the non-lethal sniper and underbarrels and all that. That's fine. Everybody has their own way to play. How are you, Leo? Good to see you, man. Gang's all here. I mean, obviously on a grade 10, 9, 10, or 11 battle dress, my shotgun is essentially useless. I can knock them down, but that's it. Creeping days. I'm right here. Right here. Right here. Pay attention. Clowns approaching. So I know what I know what works for me, and I just go out there and do the best I can. It's kind of a shame though that double resource week doesn't work for me since I'm maxed out. Wow, it's approaching.
Infiltration successful.
Volunteer. That works. It's at 996. Missile engineer. Okay. Down 9-6. That's what it's for. Congratulations. Good work.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
And that's the whole purpose, is for you to learn and go as a sneaker and get yourself some good staff and some volunteers and resources. So, I mean, FOBs, in my mind, are the easiest way to amass what you need. I know people who don't do it, who rely on single-player strategies to earn their resources, but I don't do that. Farming takes a long time, and you get truck rides and everything else. And I'd rather invade bases than farm containers. Leo, I had a blockade last night. I had a guy attack me last night. He ghosted my base and left me a nice long blockade. I was offline most of all of yesterday and part of today. I had some staff that I wanted to come out of the online brig, so I didn't break that blockade. Usually what I do is, it depends on the platform. In base development's case, I can let them follow me. I'll let them follow me all the way to the end. And sometimes you get some hijinks going on, but you know, my route through base development, you know, is good for sneaking. So if guys are following me, I can move fast enough to where I don't have to worry about them. Be careful. Shit just went sideways.
CP, this is 007. Somebody just got attacked. It's the enemy. Over. This is CP. Understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out.
This is why I mark UAVs. Sometimes you get all bent out of shape and Anything else?
Sweep the area!
Clowns approaching. There's the camera. Oh man, really? Ha, take that.
CP, this is Delta 2. No sign of the enemy. We're calling
Infiltration
Works for me.
This is
Okay,
CP. Understood.
let's see. I'm looking at my emblem book here. I have the strategy guide in front of me. Let's see if I can find it for you. Collectibles, cassette tapes, almost there, hold on. Okay, that is the skull and tail, skull, horn, and tail. That is complete mission 30 with an S rank. So you get skull face with an S rank. That's how you get that devil emblem. So I need the staff. Okay. $9.97. Got extra mines and an extra camera somewhere, so we got to be careful.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
I did 2 rounds earlier in the stream on Bound Dragons. I'll do one more after this. And I have a video on my channel that has a run where I did only decoys and nothing else. So you can do that event with just decoys. It's a little more advanced, but you know, I was able to do it with just decoys. How are you, Ten Jack? Good to see you, man. Yeah, there's a mine there. Well, that's fine. We'll do the best we can. Well, I've done Bound Dragons for a long time, so this is what you see is how I do it. Or what you're going to see is how I do it anyways. I don't have a lot of details for that. Also on this channel I have a Bound Dragons event where I did commentary for the first time. So you can look that up on this channel, and it'll be there for you to use as a reference point. I can hear you. Take a seat. Clowns, punch.
Understood. All units, stay on guard and find any intruders. Out.
Well, I did the decoys only just to prove a point to a guy I was talking to in a forum that I participate on. He was just, I mean, worrying his fingers to the bone about, oh, I have to subdue every guard, I have to do this, I have to do that. And I'm like, no you don't. Perfect.
Infiltration successful.
998. Okay. I'm going to do just one on Bound Dragons. Yeah, you don't have to. But this guy was so tying himself in knots about this event that that I did it on purpose to prove to him that his fretting was unnecessary. What the hell is that guy doing here? Skills. Okay, 999 will be Bound Dragons. Now I prefer to use Creeping Buzzard for her Fulton extractions and her marking speed. Her S plus and Intel as marking speed. S plus plus and support means her Fultons are super fast. And she has a ponytail and a 1.90 stat bonus rating.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss. Be careful down there, boss.
Okay. 0600, far star point, and die. One.
He's coming too.
Oh,
Roger
it's
that.
approaching.
I gotta extract him.
There we go. Oh shit, I got the wrong loadout.
Subject on board. Leave the
Using
rest to
my
us.
Serval for the
CP, this is Zulu 2. We're taking fire. No
for the
signal the enemy.
UAV instead.
This is CP.
I'm
Understood.
gonna have to get
All units
super
on alert.
lucky.
The enemy's hiding somewhere. Find them. Out.
At all. Well, that's fine. Two shots is fine. Again, it's not designed to be easy. This is the hardest FOB event there is. Gotta up your game a little bit. You know what? No. I'm not gonna do this. I have the wrong weapons. I'm not comfortable. Thank God for dual contracts, eh?
Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
Try a little harder next time. Yeah. Okay, let's try it again. Now my loadout is a little different. Shotgun, riot pistol, and the non-lethal sniper rifle for the UAVs. And then for support weapons, smoke grenades, sneak grenades, active decoys, and regular decoys.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Alright, Locos, have a good night, man.
Be careful down there, boss.
And die. He's not paying attention.
You gotta extract him.
They're really not paying attention, are they? Clowns approaching. Don't pay attention now.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Okay. That's it.
CP, this is Zulu 6. I just witnessed an attack. Hostile presence confirmed. Over! This is CP. Understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out.
So it's soft alert time. But that's fine. You're standing still. Frisbee! She has S++ in support. That gives her super Fulton speed. And she has a ponytail, which I love. Comedy gold, folks. Comedy gold. We're on schedule. Clowns approaching.
CP, this is Zulu 6. Search complete. No sign of hostiles. Over. This is CP. Understood. Stay on the alert. Out. CP, this is Delta
Now, of course, it's kind of sad that the grade 8 stun shotgun doesn't work very well against riot suits. Take a seat. And give up your advantage. Told you so. If he had simply stayed there, I would have had a problem. But he chose to walk instead. Clowns approaching. Ooh. This is not gonna be easy. You know what? I'm gonna wait.
Where's he hiding? Contact!
Oh, crap.
All fire teams, this is CP. Combat position.
I didn't want to use the riot pistol, so I got jacked.
Try a little harder next time.
That's lame. But that's fine. Just goes to show I'm not perfect. Try again. Excuse me.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss. Be careful down there, boss.
Well, if you do R&D, you make back what you spend. Now they're activated, so it's going to be faster.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Now, of course, if you want to skip the requirement for staff members at 1.01 or higher, playing this event with Snake and the Hand of Jehudi is actually a lot of fun. You can take them out with a grade 7 at 30 meters. Really? You walk away from me? Fine, be that way.
Hands up.
Don't shoot.
Talk.
Some people don't have the riot pistol, Leo, so we're doing it without. If they didn't get it on the last event, or they don't have the resources or staff levels required, then they're shit out of luck. You know, any tactics I use with the riot pistol essentially can't be duplicated because the riot pistol works in one way and one way only. Sleep gas. Bitches. Good night, boys. Breathe deeply. I mean, there's a question of debate, I guess, that I've been trying to roll around in my mind, and that's you again. What is the minimum weapon level required for FOB work? And that's something I've actually thought about a little bit. Because when I do my brand new player FOB school, I'm not going to use my normal weapons. There we go.
Infiltration successful.
8 out of 8. Perfect. So we're one away. So the riot pistol, the biological material, and the wormwood are covered. And the fuel and precious metal for the shotgun are covered. The African peach and Digitalis lutea are not, but they're such small amounts it doesn't really matter. Okay. Okay, 14,999. I mean, I've done that event. A lot, so I know what works for me. Okay, let me get this organized. Now, what I normally do on high level or for my milestone missions is I go for nuclear weapons. So we're going to use the big stuff. 12. Oh, wrong loadout. I don't need any staff, Leo. I'm good on staff. Stun grenades, petrol bombs. And I always use nukes with the man himself, so this may take a while. I'm going to take about 15 minutes. So by 10 p.m. Pacific, if I don't see a nuclear weapon, I'm gonna put it on hold. Because I don't do... I like to keep my milestone missions working on nuclear weapons. So... yeah, I don't need staff on this account. So redeeming the points is no, it's not that. A phantom nuke. I should do one more for the S++. Don't need any of that, so. I mean, like I said before, I spent 2 years on this account and I've done everything there is to do for events, so. Chaos Muffin. Of course, if I really needed staff, I got 2 million PF points that I'm not using. So maybe 10 Jack can give me a nuke. He wants the wormhole. Give me an incentive. Yeah, I got 2 million PF points. $2.1 million, excuse me. I dropped down quite a bit this week. I finished in the bottom of my last group, so it went from 300 to 737. But I have a pretty good feel for this particular group, so hopefully I can advance. Hopefully, anyways. I mean, my primary mode of success for PF score was my combat unit and my security team. That was what got most of my victories. And then I asked a guy, an expert in PF scores, how to get better. He said you gotta farm vehicles, you gotta farm guns and anti-air pieces and mortars and everything else. So I've been doing that on and off. Well, Leo, you can do it a certain way in that you can protect yourself from having people try and steal it from you, and I'll show you how that works after I get this. Okay, so you're in the ACC, press select and hit disconnect. Okay, so now I'm offline. And then resources, nuclear weapon. Now in my case it takes 18 hours. It can take up to 30 hours for a nuclear weapon to build. But because I'm offline, the game won't upload it to the server for the world to see until you're finished and you can reconnect. The problem with this method is that you have to play. The clock only moves when you're playing the game. So if you have up to 30 hours for development time, you have to play 30 hours. The clock doesn't spin while the system is turned off. That's the only drawback. But when you do that, once it's finished, you can disarm it and get the second trophy and not have anybody come steal it from you. And on more than one occasion, I've stolen nukes off bases that, guys just trying to get the trophy, but he wasn't available. So I took it from him. Now, if I were to start a nuke now, while I was connected to the server, it would take 18 hours, regardless if I had the game on or off. But at the end of those 18 hours, if I'm not sitting in front of the console when it finishes, it's stolen. So you can keep that in mind if you decide to build a nuke online. And with the Grade 11 battle dress, it's hard for anybody to, even with less than Grade 11 equipment to deal with an attacker who wants to steal it. So come on. Of course, occasionally you'll see a nuke in Security Challenge. Doesn't happen very often, but it does. I've seen it. The first nuke that I stole using the battle dress was through Security Challenge. The guy joined right after I had extracted it, so he had nothing to play for. And he killed me, but I had already stolen the nuke by that point, so he didn't get a revenge wormhole because it was Security Challenge. A lot of support platforms for the fuel. I can't say anything else other than that. That's how I was able to build mine. Save up those mother base coins and chaos muffin. There we go. Yes. Ooh, this is okay. Stun arm. Hope we can get this done.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss. CP, this is Zulu 4. Taking enemy fire. No eyes on the shooter. Over. This is CP. Understood. All units on alert. The enemy's hiding somewhere. Find them. Out.
Oh, you shit. Now, of course, because the base owner is notified,
A nuclear weapon.
you have freedom to shoot down.
Deterrent. Or dispose of it.
Oh,
Whoever's closest, go and investigate.
crap.
Infiltration failed.
What crap?
Are you hurt? Try a little
crap.
harder next time.
Under attack. All units to combat.
God damn it. That's fine. That's fine.
Boss, the
Well, I will. I don't keep nukes. Oh. Two platform hop should have been easy, but as I've said before, you never know what, you don't know what's going to happen until you step off the helicopter. Jummy's been a fan of for a long time. I don't need that piece. No, I've actually no, I have done that. Strike that. I have done that for a battle dress for grade 9 and grade 10. I cut the development time by half. I had a guy in grade 9 battle dress steal one of my nukes, and I had grade 8. It was developing 9, and I decided to. After that experience, I decided to speed up my development. But I haven't done it for anything else. Silver nameplate. That's weird. I wonder where they got that from. I guess that account's been around a while. Because they haven't had Snake nameplates in a long time, so... No. No, it's not useful at all. It's a waste of money. How are you, man? Good to see you. JMF is a legendary player. We have a real legend in our midst. King of swimsuits. The Toucher. Really? Or is it the Touche? I'm sitting on 14,999 wins. Level 70. Okay. Fine. I'll be that way. Get the big 10. See what we can do.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
I mean, I've learned to solve bases like this with just the riot pistol. That's all I use. Let's see the camera. Where's it at?
CP, this is Zulu 10. I'm seeing smoke. There may be... Zulu 10, what's wrong? Come in, Zulu 10.
It's fine. Soft alert time.
CP, this is Delta 1. I'm seeing smoke. There may be enemies in the area. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
Yeah, that's not happening.
CP, this is Delta 4. Explosion spotted. Damage unknown. Over. This is CP. Understood. All units, we may have intruders. Out. All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Oh man, come on, really? Oh, you annoy me.
Possibly an intruder. Whoever's closest, go and investigate ASAP.
Reset.
CP, this is Delta 4. I can see smoke. Possible enemy sabotage. Over.
I mean, at one point I would carry the
Security and stay alert.
grade 8, I think it is,
CP, this is Delta 9. Signs of enemy activity. Tightening security. Over.
Brennan rifle,
This is CP. Understood.
but it wasn't worth it.
Out.
This revolver does
Special alert. Defend your
the work for me.
Out.
A single bullet changes the whole complexion of the run. Hurry up. I'm talking to you. Get up there. Not yet. I have the 11 finished. I won't use it. It's too expensive for my tastes. And I'm working on the 12 right now.
CP, this is Zulu 7. Direct
So,
detected. Going out alert. Over. This is CP. Understood. Don't let your guard down. Out. All units. Special alert. Defend your position.
insurance. But it doesn't protect nuclear weapons, so shit out of luck. Grade 11 gives 4 lives. The grade 12 gives 5 lives. Yeah! Lucky! Down on the ground. That was luck. They haven't put out a weapon that's grade 15 yet.
Calling off the search. Over.
A nuclear weapon. You could extract it and use it as a deterrent, or dispose of it. What do you think, boss?
CP, this is Zulu 6. I see smoke. Could be enemy activity.
Yeah, I got lucky.
This is CP.
I admit that.
Tighten security and stay alert. Out. All units. Special alert. Defend your positions. Out. All fire teams, this is CP.
But I've also said that too from the beginning.
Go investigate.
Luck is part of the sneaker's toolbox.
CP, this is Delta 9. We'll
Who's looking at me?
investigate immediately.
And since he has insurance, I don't have to worry as much. Oh. Okay, yeah.
All units. Special alert. Defend your positions. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
We'll see. Let's see if we can do this. I'm not very good at command platforms and defenders. But we'll see.
All units, special alert.
Get it fair and square. And
All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. CP, this is Zulu 10. Investigating now. Out.
the shitty thing is that his mines have been reset. So
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
God damn it.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
Okay. And no wormhole! That's a bit of luck. number. It increases the number of mines, not the power of the mines. He can't come back at me. That is funny. That is very funny. So grade 9 is 12 mines total. Grade 7 is 4 extra mines. Grade 8 is 8 extra mines. And grade 9 is 12 extra mines. But it takes a long time to get your act together for placing 12 extra mines, especially on 4 bases. It's 112 platforms you have to take into consideration. Of course, with people glitching and the use of the grade 10 and up wormhole, it becomes almost child's play for a sneaker to detonate a set of mines and survive. You know, they have insurance with them by using the grade 10 wormhole. So it's just not my thing. It's not worth the trouble anymore. Resources. I don't know what the highest grade is. I think it's AAA plus. I don't have much insight into PF scores at the top of the scale. Okay, so AA plus, which I'll most likely never reach. I would need to do a lot of farming for that, like hours, and instead of playing FOBs, I'd farm for hours on end. I mean, there's people I know who meticulously sort through their staff for guys with PF skills. Okay, one more time and that'll be it for today. Yeah, 10,000 or 100,000 Walker gears. Let's see, 100,000. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Even the way that I do it. I don't specifically farm Walker gears. I use 2 Walker gear missions to or 2 different Walker gear missions. One twice and one mission 32, I think it is, in Afghanistan has 4 Walker gears, so do that one, and then Footprints of Phantoms, and then back to 32, and I'll give my staff a medal that way. So good old Drummy. I've seen that name on the list for a long time. In the Devil's House, Mission 20. Hey John, how are you? Good to see you, amigo. Sitting on 14,999 wins. Trying to steal a nuke and get to the core for 15,000. I've had 2 nukes so far, and both of them went off the rails, so yeah, that's that is mission 20. It's where you collect the little mouse or whatever. So I'll do 32, 16, 32 in missions with every combat soldier, and they'll get a medal. The 4th strut of the command platform takes 15 days. Costs 24 million GMP. It's the most expensive item in the entire game. It's the most expensive item, and it costs the most in terms of resources. So yeah, it's a lot of money. A lot of resources. They stretch you out for getting that taken care of, and you're like, ugh. Hey Gloomy, how are you? Happy New Year, man. Just want one more. You know, it was a long time ago when I finished FOB 4, but I do remember the cost because it was so much. It took 2 weeks to build. One more nuke. One more nuke. As of yesterday, he does. Yeah, it's expensive, and 15 days to develop. This will be the last try for today. Yeah, it's something I've always had a belief in.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
It's a nice, I always look at it as kind of, I have like a kind of romantic view in that nuclear weapons are serious business, and only the man himself can take them out, you know? So now I've done nukes with low-grade staff, but I prefer doing nukes with venom.
CP, this is Zulu 10. I can see smoke. Possible enemy sabotage. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out. What? CP, this is Zulu 1. Seeing smoke. Possible enemy attack. Over.
Oh man, damn!
Security and stay alert. Out. All units. Special alert. Defend
Suicide! A bunch of crap. Oh.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
I mean, I have a couple of disarms with the battle dress, but I feel dirty when I've done that. I've done it just to say I've done it, but I prefer to sneak. No, that's all right. It's kind of funny when I did the water pistol challenge the XOF Cobra guys gave me. When I went on Livewire's base and finished that, he had a nuke. So he was notified that I was on the base from the very beginning. And I had selected his combat platform, and I was able to solve the issue. Well, Steven, the way they do it is they're very meticulous about their headshots and that kind of thing. I personally, no, he's on PS4 now, and he's 9th or 10th overall in espionage score. It's a very meticulous play style to where you headshot guys, and you know, you take down entire struts full of guards before you tank a mine or, you know, do whatever. I personally it doesn't do anything for me, and I've done my share of high-level bases without doing that. Now, in the case of nuclear weapons, time is of the essence, because a defender, since the base owner is notified and the supporters are notified, you don't have time to stop and pop people. That's why the riot pistol works in my favor, because I can keep moving and deal with guards in my way by using gas on them instead. So, but being able to clear a base the way they do, yeah, it takes a lot of skill, and I'll readily admit that up front. It takes a lot of skill to do that. It's not something I have, but I don't have the patience for it. Can I headshot people? Yeah. Do I want to? No. My playstyle is more predicated on movement and avoidance, non-interaction. Sometimes they will, Leo. Sometimes. A lot of random people they've abandoned this game, so you may not see a lot of defenses. Oh shit. Fine. Even worse. Even worse. Back of the house. Yeah. That's the worst of the best of the worst possible options. But I've also worked on my play style quite a bit. My riot pistol work is, you know, I spent a lot of time making that thing work, so that's how I've been able to do it. Other people have their own methods.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Well, the best, Steven, the reason you would support a random player is to earn medals of honor for your staff members.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
No more cameras. He's got fucking swimsuits. Are you kidding me?
CP, this is Zulu 2. Some equipment got destroyed. Looks like the work of a hostile. Over. This is CP. Understood. Check it out immediately. Give us sit rep. Out.
Most of us are PS4 players, Leo. We don't deal with PS3 very often.
All units, special alert. Defend your position.
Maybe you may not see supporters show up. Of course, I know one guy who's on the Xbox and he watches. So he's walking. I didn't like how that looked. I didn't want to get blasted by him.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Oh shit, I only have the grade 5s. Damn! I thought I had the 7s with me.
A nuclear weapon. We could extract it and use it as a deterrent. Or dispose of it. What do you think, boss?
This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
And that blows. Really blows.
CP, this is Delta 1. I'm seeing smoke. There may be enemies in the area. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
All fire teams, this is CP.
UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out. Attack. We may have an intruder. Should I investigate? Over. This is CP. Understood. It could be an enemy attack. All units, stay alert. Out.
All fire teams, this is CP.
UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
Yes!
CP, this is Delta 1.
Infiltration successful.
Explosion.
15,000. First scav all the way. It took 4 tries, but I got it. 15,000. Thirtieth overall. That was good. That was very good. Especially since I had the wrong sleep grenades 15,000. How many do I have? That's it, 160? Not too bad. That's good. I am very pleased. I am very, very pleased. I want to see how this looks. $50. That's weird. Okay, well, that works. So, completing the mission, I am at not a crossroads, but it's a nice place to be, I guess, to build, you know, my units and everything else, and to come to 15,000 wins is pretty special. I'm happy to share it with everybody. No, Leo, nothing crosses over. The only thing that crosses over is mother base coins. Sixth. That is not too bad. I'm going to save that. 15,000. So I can get as high as fourth if these guys still don't play anymore. That's a lot of wins. Let's see. Calculator. Divided by, or multiplied by 8560. Times if I had used a 2.0 soldier for every victory, I'd have 525 million points. So that is very pleasing to see that. Espionage score. '30th overall. So I got a lot. I got a lot of long ways to go to to hit the top 10 if I ever do. 500 million. 527 million. I am at 235 million. So it'll take another 15,000 victories. But then again, I would have to radically alter my playstyle to increase my points. So I'll do one mission more, and then that'll be it for today. From what I understand, he's a booster. I know Memo is, the best. Oh shit. Why not? Do you have other bases? Please tell me you have other bases. That's a little more palatable. Okay. I'm gonna try it one different way with one of my super girls instead of the man himself. I just came into possession of these super girls. There's a guy who's on my indirect who has edited his staff. He has females that have S++ in multiple categories, all 3 medals, which is impossible through normal means. So I've hit him twice, and I have some pretty good females too.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PFS
I'm not gonna hit him anymore.
and you can capture staff from them.
Twice is enough.
I'll be looking
I don't
forward
need
to
to.
meeting the new recruits, boss.
It looked like a normal base to me. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. But I don't know. That's fine. I don't really care.
Try a little harder next time.
Good times. So this guy has modified staff in his units, and when I attacked his base the first time, he had S++ combat staff that were female, which is impossible through normal means. So I stole one guard on R&D, and then I did his combat platform one day. Like I said, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary, but he has staff that have, hacked numbers. So, I mean, they're nice to have, but they're not right. There's something wrong with them, And she's a tough S++ tough guy too, and she died quickly. One more. Six. I do not know. Okay. Pistol.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Now the reason the cameras are marked is through her base development skill, which is S++. 45 meters up, and cameras will be marked. Now, if the base enters a soft alert status,
Check it out. On me.
that skill will turn off for some weird reason. So she's marking cameras as she goes, and I can scout it out and see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Fortunately, no soft alert yet, so. I mean, that grade 10 riot pistol has such a advantage in that you can do. Yes, it does. It gets turned off. "45 meters. That's okay. Everything's marked as it is. I don't need to worry. Yeah, but it's weird that that skill turns off once the base goes into soft alert, so nothing else does that, so it's weird.
Successful.
Let's see what we got out of that one. 15,001. I was given the PS4. That's base development. 16,000. If they have A++ or higher, cameras will mark. At A++, they have to be standing almost underneath a camera to get, or on top of a camera to get it to mark automatically. If the higher their base development rating, the longer, the further out stuff will mark. So, and S++ is out to 45 meters away from you. But like I said, once that soft alert is activated, that marking skill is turned off. You can walk right under a camera while on soft alert and it won't mark for you. Which is weird, but, you know, whatever. Okay, let's look at my resources and then I'll do one last mission. Targon. we'll do it again. Climbing skill, savage. Okay, she has S plus in base development, whereas Blazing Wolf has S plus plus. Same face, different name, different skills.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Medals. Now, female staff, like I said before, are not eligible for the service cross. So females can only have 2 medals. But like I said, this guy edited his 37 meters it goes out to. He edited his staff somehow to have S++ females with 3 medals. I don't know how, just that he did. Yeah. So, any cameras that are in the area will be automatically marked and you can react accordingly. Of course, I had trouble with this skill because when you're on soft alert it turns off, so I didn't want to get dependent on it. Of course, now you had to show up. 3 people. Clowns, scorching. The S++ and R&D gives you more ammo collected. S++ in base development marks your cameras for you. S++ in support means your full extractions are faster.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Those are idiots. Damn you people.
Infiltration failed.
Okay.
Are you hurt? Try
And
a
with
little
that
harder
failure,
next time.
I'm going to knock it off for tonight. Thanks for being here for that milestone. I didn't broadcast before for other milestones, so I'm glad to have shared this with you guys. But I should be on tomorrow or Friday. We'll see how it goes, and then hopefully the weekend. So you guys have a good night, and I will see you when I see you. Take care. Have a good one.